On Olympus the council sat again. Athena's plea had opened a door, and Zeus would finish what he began.
Zeus sent Hermes, the Argo slayer, down to the island of Calypso with a message that could not be refused.
Like a cormorant over the waves, Hermes flew down to Ogygia, where the nymph kept a hero as if he were hers forever.
The isle was fragrant and green. Birds nested in the timber. A hearth burned within the cave, and a goddess sang at her loom.
But Odysseus sat on the shore by day, staring at the empty horizon, weeping for Ithaca, for Penelope, for a life not made of immortality.
Hermes entered. Calypso knew him at once and knew, before he spoke, that her long claim was ending.
Zeus commands it. Send Odysseus away. Build him no ship of yours, but let him sail, and the gods will see him home.
Hard are you gods, jealous that a goddess should keep a mortal and love him. Yet I saved him from the deep when his raft was gone. I will not fight Zeus. Let him go. I will tell him myself and give him what a traveler needs.
She found him wet with salt and grief, and spoke as a goddess speaks when the sky has already decided.
Unhappy man, you may go. Cut timber. Build a raft. I will give bread and wine and a fair wind. Yet if you knew the suffering still ahead, you would stay.
Goddess, do not trap me with soft words. I know Penelope is mortal and less than you, yet I long for home. If a wave destroys me, I will endure, as I have endured. For 4 days he worked alder and poplar and fir. He bored the timber, lashed it with withes, raised a mast and a yard, and made a steering oar.
On the 5th day Calypso bathed him, clothed him, and set aboard skins of wine and water, and a sack of grain. She sent a warm west wind to follow.
17 days he sailed, steering by the stars as Calypso had taught the bear, Orion, and the turn of heaven.
On the 18th dawn he saw land, the shadowy mountains of the Phaeacians' island, Scheria, rising like a shield upon the sea. Then Poseidon, returning from the Ethiopians, saw him, and the sea god's anger woke like a reef under calm water.
So, the gods have changed their minds while I was away. Still he shall suffer before he touches that shore.
He gathered clouds and stirred the deep. Night came early. Winds from every quarter struck the raft. The mast snapped. Odysseus was cast into the water.
Thrice and 4 times blessed are those who died at Troy, he thought, better a clean death in war than a nameless drowning.
Then Ino, once a mortal princess, now Leucothea of the sea, rose from the swell with pity in her hands.
Strip the clothes Calypso gave you. Take this veil. Bind it about your chest and swim. When you touch land, cast it back to the sea.
He doubted a goddess's gift, as survivors do, then the next wave shattered what remained of the raft, and he swam.
Athena checked the winds, all but the north, enough to drive him toward the land. 2 nights and 2 days he floated on the swell.
At last a river mouth opened in the cliffline. He prayed to the stream god, crawled ashore, and kissed the grain of earth like a man returned from death.
He cast Ino's veil into the river for the sea to take, then burrowed under twin olives, wild and tame, and slept as Athena poured sleep upon his eyes. While he slept, Athena walked the Phaeacian city, into the chamber of Nausicaa, daughter of great Alcinous.
Nausicaa, why do your garments lie soiled when your wedding day may come? Ask your father for the wagon. Go wash by the river. I will go with you.
At dawn she asked, blushing past the true reason, and Alcinous gave the wagon gladly. The princess and her maids drove out to the washing pools. They washed the cloaks and spread them on the shore to dry. Then they bathed, ate, and threw a ball in play until Athena woke the sleeping stranger.
A mist throw, a cry, and Odysseus woke. He broke olive branches for cover and came out like a mountain lion driven by hunger, terrible and careful.
The maids fled. Nausicaa alone stood, for Athena put courage in her heart. Odysseus stayed back, and spoke with the craft of need. I am your suppliant, princess, whether goddess or mortal. Show me this city. Give me a cloth to cover my nakedness. May the gods grant you a husband and a home in harmony.
Stranger, you seem neither base nor foolish. Zeus gives fortune and hardship as he will. You shall not lack clothing nor help while you are here.
They gave him oil and a cloak. Athena made him taller and fairer, so that when he returned from the river, Nausicaa looked twice, and wondered.
Follow the wagon to the city, but not beside me. Gossip loves a handsome stranger. When we reach the grove of Athena, wait, then ask the way to my father's house. Go first to my mother, Arete. If she favors you, you will see your home again.
He waited in Athena's grove as told, then walked toward the famous city of the Phaeacians, shipwrights beloved of the sea.
Athena met him in the likeness of a young girl carrying a pitcher, misting him from hostile eyes, and led him to the palace of Alcinous.
The house shone with bronze and gold. Outside, orchards bore fruit in every season. Inside, the lords of Scheria sat drinking. Odysseus cast his arms about the knees of Arete, queen of the Phaeacians, and made his plea as a shipwrecked man must. Queen, may the gods grant you joy. Help me to reach my own country soon. I have suffered long away from those who love me.
Silence held the hall, then Alcinous raised him, set him beside his own chair, and ordered wine for Zeus, protector of strangers.
Arete saw the clothes, her own household's work, and asked the shrewd question, Who are you, and who gave you these garments? He told of Calypso's isle, of the raft, of Poseidon's storm, of Nausicaa's mercy, but not yet his name. Alcinous offered a daughter's hand in marriage, or a swift escort home. Odysseus asked only for the ship.
They feasted him. Night came. Beds were made. The shipwrecked king slept under a royal roof, still unnamed, still and finished.
At dawn Alcinous called an assembly. A black ship was chosen for the stranger's voyage. Then the king turned the day toward games and song, to honor the guest.
Demodocus the blind bard was led in. The muse loved him bitterly and sweetly, she took his eyes and gave him song.
He sang of Troy, of the quarrel of Odysseus and Achilles. The stranger drew his cloak over his face and wept, while the Phaeacians listened without knowing why. Alcinous saw the tears and called for contests, running, wrestling, jumping, boxing, the throw of the discus, so grief might yield to spectacle. When Odysseus declined to join, young Euryalus mocked him, called him a traitor, not a man of games. You speak unkindly. The gods do not give all gifts to one man. I have suffered much, yet watch.
He seized a heavier discus and sent it whistling past all marks. Athena, in a man's guise, praised the throw, and Odysseus challenged any who dared.
Alcinous calmed the heat. He called for dance and the lyre again, and for gifts worthy of a guest who would sail at dawn. Demodocus sang of Ares and Aphrodite caught in Hephaestus' net, laughter for the hall. Then Odysseus asked for one more song, the wooden horse, and how Odysseus brought Troy low.
Again he wept, openly now. Alcinous stayed the bard and spoke the question the whole day had been circling toward.
Stranger, do not hide yourself with clever silence. Tell us the name your mother and father called you. Tell us your land. And tell us why this song of Troy cuts you like a spear.
The whole waited. The ship was ready, The man of many turns drew breath to become himself again, and to tell the wanderings that still stood between him and Ithaca. End of Part 2, From Ogygia to Scheria. Next, the wanderings, Cyclops, Circe, the dead, and the songs that kill.